Oh, hi guys! Guy9 here with Let's Play Ratchet Clank Going Commando. In the last episode, we arrived here on planet Yidril, and you can see the if I can get the camera going, holy crap. The giant big building here. And I looked up and see if this was indeed the last planet or not. Turns out it is! So, with that being said, we're finally at the point where we're pretty much going to be going backwards into the game and starting to pick up all the stuff that we've kind of just let scattered around the place. And there's a bit of a strategy that I've imposed as well on this, because there's quite a bit to do. And I want to try and make sure I optimize myself of sorts. And what I've concluded is that there are basically 3 things I need to do. One of them kind of encompasses the other 2. The first one is, obviously, I have to go back and get some of those platinum bolts. We left quite a number of them scattered all across the galaxy. And having those would be really good, because we can power up our weapons. And as you saw in, like, the last planet, just, like, the enemies are getting to a point where, like, they're getting really powerful, and they can hurt us very quickly. So we kind of need to play a little bit of catch-up. I've kind of been just rushing through things as fast as possible. Now we kind of have to close the power gap of sorts. And the other way to really do that is to get the other weapons too, which is item 2. I need to get more bolts. And the way to get more bolts in this game is pretty much going to be the crystals and moonstones thing that we've also skipped. So the crystals back on planet Tabora and the moonstones back on planet Grelman. Well, we gotta collect all of those, if only for the skill points. Which is another thing I have to kind of debate about whether I'm going to go after or not. Because those, they're more like special things, like, you know, they unlock the rest of this stuff, but it'd probably be nice to have. Yeah. That kind of goes back into the other thing. And then the third part, which kind of relates back to the platinum bolts, is we gotta go back and do all the challenges for those mini games and stuff, which basically are the spaceship battles in, like, the places like the disposal area and the thug fleet. There's the races that we have. One of them's on that desert planet with the Gadgetron stuff, and then the one on Joba. And then the 2 arenas, the one on being Maktar and the other one, again, being on Joba. And the order that I've decided to do this in is we're going to get rich first. Which is going to be... Well, you get money from the arenas too, but like I think 1 or 2 of them also lead to platinum bolts, so I'm going to be saving off those for now. I don't really know. I've already kind of decided where I want to start first, and that's going to be with the crystals and the moonstones. We still have 2 platinum bolts to get here. But basically my argument for this is that we are in need of weapons. Particularly 2 in mind. Like, I want to get the plasma coil, and then, it's not the bouncer. I forgot what the other one is. It's like it's another explosive weapon. I know that. I'll have to double check because I've completely forgotten. Okay, I still have the thrust boost. That's good. Let's see. Oh yeah, hover bomb gun. That was the other one. Because like, no. I may even save it for the armor too if we get enough bolts. But basically, I want to, like, before I really even try anything, I want to get the hover bomb gun and I want to get the plasma coil. At least one of them. Because the way I see it is that, like, after I do the crystals and the moonstones, I want to go after the platinum bolts. And that means I'm going to have to be running through a couple of planets and killing the enemies in there as well. And I'm thinking, if I get the bolts first to afford at least 1 or 2 of those weapons, then when I'm going through those planets again, I can, you know, build up the experience on those weapons. And then pretty much I'm hoping, like, by the time I'm close to finishing the platinum bolts, like, those weapons will be leveled up or close to leveling up. Because, like I said, we need to close that power gap. We need to adjust that the most. So what am I going to do for these videos? Obviously, what's going to involve is that I got to go out into these big old areas, get all those shiny things. Obviously, that's probably going to be a little bit boring to watch. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to record it and just speed up the video, play some music in the background, because like I said, it's just going to be me killing a bunch of things, probably occasionally going back to pick up some ammo, and basically just clearing out the planet. And that will be it, because it's not really something that really requires commentary or like guidance or something like that. Especially, like, you can see now that we have the mapper, now we can see exactly where all the crystals are. So you don't really have to take track of where everything is. We can even see where the platinum bolt is too. There is a platinum bolt on this planet out in the desert. So there's that. So yeah, I just wanted to get that little bit of an intro out of the way before people get lost with what I'm doing. So I guess I'll see you on the flip side after this planet, and then like I'll start up a new video for Grelbin, and then we'll get on those platinum bolts. So enjoy whatever I find on YouTube. Alright, now we're picking up at the end of this recording. So, as you can just see, we got all 100. I remembered that I got 2 extra the first time we were here, so that's why 88 was all that I got. So obviously I got a skill point, which was, let's see, there it is. Find all the crystals. And we noticed that it said that because of that skill point, we got more options at the ship shop. So that's going to be an interesting thing to note. But just to point out, first off, we saw this during our little escapades over in, what's it, Grelman? But yeah, here's the ship.
Deep beneath this planet's surface is precious raritanium. This mining vehicle can be used to dig it up. Raritanium can be traded for spaceship upgrades.
And that's the freaking tutorial for it. I'm glad to see they didn't bother with that with Grelman. I guess they figured that by the time you got to Grelman, you already saw it. But, yeah, so that's going to be a thing I'm going to do. But yeah, let's go ahead and cap this off. So, 88,000 bolts for all those crystals we got. Yeah! And we actually have enough now, so that now we can actually afford one of those weapons. Only one, though. And we're going to get the plasma coil. Because let's see. Just going to fire it. That's not what I was expecting. Let's see. Fill this back up. I was expecting that to be another Tesla coil. I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright. But the next weapon we'll get is going to be this guy here, hover bomb gun. But, yeah, basically, all that's really left to do here is going to be the raritanium. Honestly, I see no reason to make a video to show that. And plus, I'm probably going to need to clear out the rest of the planet. Like, I'm going to need the raritanium, because I feel like I'm going to need that kind of stuff for the ships. Like the ship challenges and stuff. So, basically, I'm just going to cut the recording here. I'm going to go off on my own. And I'm going to basically... Well, I'm probably going to have to clear off the planet first. Like, well, whenever I see an enemy, just get out of the ship. But basically just hop out of the ship, kill all the enemies, and just raritanium it up, boys. That's it. So, yeah, that'll do it for that. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to head off to Grelman, and we'll start up the next video. But for now, this is Guy9. This has been Let's Play Ratchet Clank Going Commando, and see you in the next video. Take care.